Hi. Oh my God, I am playing with fire today. It's been that kind of day. So I'm going to try to wrap this up real quick before the school bell goes off. What I want to chat with you three things I want to share. One, I'm hosting a nonfiction book writing workshop. So if you have a nonfiction book in your heart, a memoir, self-development, expert-driven content, definitely check out the workshop. You can sign up for it at passionprojectpod.com. Also, I got my next Power Story interview coming up with screenwriter Lisa Hepner. I'm really, really excited. She reached out to me. She loved Power of Story, and we had a great connection. So I'm really excited to sit down with her again and chat about screenwriting and making it in Hollywood. So again, sign up for it at passionprojectpod.com. Okay, so what do I want to chat with you about today? Super, super quick. Open loops and closed loops. So that's what was coming up for me in writing today. And it's twofold. So one is, as a writer, in your experience as you're writing your novel, something to think about is opening loops and closing loops. So what do I mean by that is, I like to just keep moving. So if I write something and I don't resolve it in that moment because I don't know the answer, I will just highlight it. I'll make a note, and I know I can come back to it later and figure it out later. For my writers, it might be, especially nonfiction, it's I need to put some research in here, or cite some experts or cite some studies. And it's yeah, you can come back to it. Just get your thought down on paper, keep moving. And so that's kind of open loops that you get to be mindful and, create some buffer time when you're done your first draft to go through your manuscript and close those loops. So go back to all those little notes and highlighters, or, asterisks, stars, or however you flag those notes for yourself, close those loops. And it also works from the reader experience. So readers love, they love to figure things out. You get to give them enough information so that they can do that. But it's also really fun to read something and have questions that you want to know the answers to. So as a writer, for the reader, you're opening loops and answering them, as the book progresses, and closing those loops as the book progresses. And especially with psychological thrillers, you want to think about, planting a question, and then when you answer that question later on in the book, it begets a new question, right? To keep the reader engaged, to keep them moving through the book as well. But I think that applies to anything that you're writing. If you're writing memoir, if you're writing nonfiction, foreshadowing, cliffhangers, all of that is a really fun reader experience. So we want to do it no matter what book you're doing, opening loops and closing them, and just thinking about the reader experience, and is your ending compelling enough for them to get there? Are you solving too much for the reader up front? Have you opened enough loops that you get to close later on that they will still want to keep reading to figure out the answers too? So just wanted to share that, opening loops, closing loops, from a writer and from a reader perspective, and a couple workshop coming up and another Power Story interview. So do sign up. I'm really excited for both of them, and I will see you soon for more How to Write a Book in 30 Days tips. See ya. Bye.